business and having that story behind it. So yeah, don't mind me if I go down a little emotional trek, but I always wanted to be a tennis player. So I grew up on a tennis center, and I'd go around tennis tournaments. I'd play tennis for Queensland for the state. And so there was a period of about a year or so where I just had injuries. We were going to doctors. They thought I had chronic fatigue, Ross River fever, and just couldn't diagnose the problem because my knuckles were swollen, my elbows, my neck, every single one of my fingers. My knee would need to get drained every few weeks with fluid. My Achilles tendon, I couldn't extend it, so I was walking on my tippy toes and had to have crutches. And this lasted for about 5 or 6 years, from 16 to about 21, 22. So I actually went to university and had a disabled parking permit.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I look back on it now and it's such a different person, like this little girl going through these things thinking she'd be incapacitated for the rest of her life. So yeah, it's been a real journey. But just before I started at Nova, I started losing all the symptoms and I started to be able to be that, 20-something-year-old that I wanted to be.
Wow. So they just disappeared. What happened?
It can go into remission. So it's actually an autoimmune version of arthritis. And it flares up often when your body or you're going through an emotional point in your life. It can get triggered and it can come back up again. But basically, like, your white blood cells attack your red blood cells thinking they're foreign antibodies, and it causes swelling in your joints. So what happened from like 6 years of having constant swelling, it can actually eat away at your ligaments and your joints. So even though I go to the gym all the time now, I've still got like weaknesses in my body. So when you're hip popping or doing certain things, bending over up and down with your children, it can flare those issues back up again.